I just want to give a quick rundown of where we're at with Survista, the landscaping that's been done. They really took everything down good, cleared a lot of the brush away from the house. You couldn't even see that corner before they were here. Definitely going to need some bark or some sort of cover over the landscaping plastic that's visible up here. The yard's really dry and lots of kind of bare areas. There is a lot of irrigation heads really everywhere, but I think that they were kind of previous tenant installed. There's one there, there's one there, there's a lot of them. I just don't know that they were installed in a quality enough way that you can get them to work again. These windows exposed, they would really look good with some trim around them. It wouldn't take much to trim them out if you're wanting to improve that. Definitely not needed though. But they did clear all this out really good, and I don't know, maybe you've already been here and seen this, but clean out, which I did not realize was even here until they cleaned it up. So we might want to put a ring or something around that just to keep it from getting overgrown and disappearing into the landscaping, because you would think that the plumbing would go out that way, out the front, but it looks like it pours out the side of the building here. And then just to show the backyard real quick, everything's been cleaned up really good. Unfortunately, it's just pure dirt back here. There's no grass at all. So there's that. There's the fencing issue. I don't know if we're wanting to build a fence back here, but would be a good solid day's work with probably two guys, to maybe even a little bit more than that probably, to get a pretty good sized fence built along here and here. If those two were done, then you would have a pretty good fenced in backyard. And then the other thing that stands out as kind of an issue or an eyesore in the backyard is this patio cover. It's in really poor condition, and it just really looks bad when you come back here. Even just removing the debris off of it obviously would help a bunch, although these can be kind of tricky to get out onto. But maybe wouldn't be a bad idea to think about rebuilding it. These are just rotten as can be. And if that was all new fresh wood, boy, that would really look nice. At first glance, you think that'd be a big project to rebuild that, but really it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 12 2x4s, 12 footers it looks like, and then a bunch of cross pieces. Two guys and maybe a day and a half could probably tear all this down, have some good A-frame ladders up here on a nice flat surface, and just rebuild it and lay some new plastic. It would go well with the deck that's already rebuilt and looking nice back here, especially if everything is going to get painted. These are the sprinkler control boxes for those sprinkler heads that are really everywhere. There's a lot of them back here, so if you could ever get them working, it would be nice. And then here's that shed that that's just basically already falling down. I mean, you can just see it's really loose, and it's just full of a bunch of old gardening stuff, some wind chimes and stuff like that. I think Abe is coming tomorrow to deal with some of this stuff. Half a fence thing back here, I think he's probably going to take that out of here. And again, the landscaping guys, they did a good job. They really moved a lot of stuff out of here. And then this is the stuff that they piled up front for Abe to get, some bricks, some pallets, and carpet and junk like that. I'm going to move as much of this stuff out of the way as I can. I think we're supposed to take some coming soon photos and get them in a company cam, so I think I might just move my van right up over into that corner, cover that stuff up so it's not visible, and I'll get the trash cans out. I pulled the window coverings down, and we'll get some photos going. That's a quick recap of kind of where we're at with Survista. Oh, one quick thing. Everybody's probably already bailed out. They're not watching this. They're bored with it. But garage door, it's pretty rotten right here. I just noticed we've got quite a bit of rot on that. So looking at that, I think that's something we can probably fix or repair ourselves, our guys, hopefully. Because you really wouldn't want to have to replace that door. It would look awkward unless you replaced them both. I don't know, maybe give me your thoughts, Mendel, but I think as long as a guy takes his time, we can probably take that piece out and this piece out and maybe replace them, or at least get it functional enough to where it's working correctly.